Hey y'all, and welcome back to Caitlyn's Corner. So we are still celebrating our winter season, and today we are reading You Can Do It, Sam. And there's Sam walking in the snow. So if you're ready, we are going to get started with You Can Do It, Sam. Alright, it happened one winter morning on Plum Street, and the moon was still up, making moonbeams and shadows on Plum Street. Wow, look how pretty that is with all the snow. In the little white house, Mrs. Bear and Sam were baking cakes. They stirred with big spoons, swirling and tasting batter. They peeked in the oven at 2 rows of cakes, golden brown cakes for their friends on Plum Street. That sounds yummy, yummy, doesn't it? Come on, cakes, whispered Sam. I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. Mrs. Bear and Sam waited for cakes. Now can we go, Mama? Now, said Sam. Soon, said Mrs. Bear. Soon, Sam. So not quite yet, but Sam is ready to go. They waited and waited, and then at last, Mrs. Bear sniffed the air. What's she smelling up there? With her nose in the air, she said, I believe our cakes are ready. So she said the cakes are ready. Mrs. Bear and Sam counted cakes, and there were 12. They tucked them in bags, and there were 12 red bags. Cool. They're going to give these as treats to their friends. Outside, snow tumbled on houses and sprinkled on the trees. It powdered the yard and Mrs. Bear's truck. Mrs. Bear and Sam climbed up in the truck that was green. So they're climbing in the green truck. They bumped along in the early light, just the 2 of them on Plum Street, uphill and down, up and down to the very end of Plum Street. Our friends will love my cakes, Sam told his mama. Of course, said Mrs. Bear. How sweet of them to deliver cakes in the snow. Mrs. Bear pulled up close to the first sleepy house. Here we are, Sam. I'll wait here and you take the cake. So Sam's got to take the cake up there. All by myself, whispered Sam. Go, go, go. Mrs. Bear put her arm around Sam. You can do it, Sam. So Sam's going to take the cake to his friend's house. And off he went, all by himself in the new snow, all by himself waving a red bag and waving to Mrs. Bear, all by himself taking the cake to their friends. Good job, Sam. Sam left the red bag at the door. The sign on the bag said, a tasty surprise. Wouldn't you like to open your door to a tasty surprise? I sure would. Then he ran back to the truck where his mama was waiting. I did it, said Sam. Of course, Mrs. Bear said. Good job, Sam. Mrs. Bear and Sam bumped along, just the 2 of them, uphill and down, up and down. At each sleepy house, Mrs. Bear stopped the truck. She put her arm around Sam. Here I go, whispered Sam. Go, 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 Mrs. Bear said, and off he went, making tracks in new snow, waving a red bag and waving to Mrs. Bear, leaving one tasty cake at each sleepy door, all by himself. Good job, Sam. Until they got home, there were 2 cakes left in 2 red bags. Said Mrs. Bear. For us, whispered Sam. Well, of course, Mrs. Bear said. Yay, they even saved them 2 tasty treats for themselves. Mrs. Bear and Sam held hands on the path to the little white house, and the sun was just sunning up the little white house. Hello, house, said Sam, and they went inside, kicking snow off their boots. They are going back in their home. Mrs. Bear poured cocoa in cups, and they wriggled their toes in fat socks, enjoying their cakes with cocoa. As their bellies filled up, they took turns telling stories about a bear called Sam who takes cakes all by himself to his friends, and they all loved his cakes so much. And that's what happened one winter morning on Plum Street. The end. I hope you enjoyed this sweet story about giving and about this little bear who's so brave. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.